Hey everybody, welcome to Math Made Easy by Planet Spark. My name is Nidhi and I am back with the next topic. So all my 10th graders, you all know we are doing chapter statistics. Last time हमने सीखा different methods to find mean. The direct method, assumed mean method and the step deviation method. If you have missed the video, you can quickly check the channel here. Okay, and you can see the links also there in the description. Now everybody, today we'll be covering mode. Okay, all the three central tendencies one by one we are covering. Mean is done, mode is here, and next we'll be doing median. So stay tuned. Okay, chaliye ji, let's start. Now, mod we know is the value that appears most frequently. ठीक है, ungrouped data के लिए we have already done in grade 9. क्या करते हैं हम? We arrange it in even without arrangement, we see maximum frequency कहाँ है, कौन सा number most repeat हो रहा है, mostly repeat हो रहा है, that becomes the mod of the data, right? Same thing we do here, that is one that is most frequent, जिसकी frequency सबसे ज़्यादा है in our data set. So for group data क्या करेंगे? It will again the value with the most frequency. So वहाँ पे हमें एक interval मिलेगा. That means we'll be getting the model class there. So in that class interval, our mod will lie. So we can say the class with the highest frequency is known as the model class of that data set. Okay. It is used to identify most typical or common value in the real life situations. For example, salaries, product sizes or test scores. Okay. Let's take a example here. Chaliye, class intervals and frequencies. Let's say we have the class intervals here 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30 and 30 to 40. And frequencies are given 3, 5, 12 and 8. Okay, so where do we see the maximum frequency everybody? सबसे ज़्यादा frequency किस class की है? 12. That is of the class 20 to 30. So that is what? The model class. That means इस class में इन values के बीच 20 to 30 वहाँ पे हमारा mod lie करता है. Clear? Now how to find the mod in this form? We have a formula for that. Mod is given by L plus F1 minus F0 or F0 you can call it upon 2 times F1 minus F0 minus F2 into H. अब क्या है ये F0, F1, F2? Let me tell you. ठीक है, सबसे पहले model class find out करेंगे. Once we know the model class, write down the lower limit of the model class. Lower limit of model class. That is what L here used in this formula. Okay. Then the frequency of model class, F1 we call it. Frequency of model class. Why are we calling it F1? So that इसकी previous value को हम F0 बुला सके, next value को F2 बुला सके, 0, 1, 2. Okay. Now we need both of the frequencies here. So we can say F0 or F0 is the frequency of the previous class of the model class and F2 is the frequency of the class succeeding the model class, or we can say of the next class to the model class, and we have H as the class size or class width that we find as the upper limit minus the lower limit. Clear everybody? Everything in the formula? Yes? So from here in this data, this is the model class. So let's identify all these values. क्या क्या है हमारे पास? Let's just see. Okay. So let's say that is the model class. So lower limit क्या होगी इसकी? 20. So L here will be 20. Then the frequency of the model class, which is 12. Frequency of the class preceding the model class. पिछली class 5. That is F0. Frequency of the class succeeding the model class or the next class, that is 8 here. So that is F2. And the class size, upper limit minus lower limit, 10 minus 0, 20 minus 10, 30 minus 20, 40 minus 30. Same होगी हर जगह value. That is equal to 10 here. Now that you have all of these values, you just have to put into the formula and we have our answer, the mod of the data. So let's see and let's verify कि वो इस class में lie करेगा कि नहीं in the model class. It should lie there, right? चलिए, let's see. L that is 20. plus h is 10 here, multiply with 10. F1 minus F0, F1 minus F0, 12 minus 5. 2 times F1, 2 times 12, 24, minus F0 minus F2, minus 5 minus 8. Let's do the calculations here. 20 plus 7 upon, this is 24 minus 13, right everybody? 11 into 10. Okay, so we have got here 20 plus 70 upon 11. So approximate value हमें यहाँ पे मिल जाएगी, that is 20 plus 6 point something, right? So 26 point, that will be 26 point something, right? That will be the value here and that will be the mod of the data. 26 कहाँ lie करेगा? Between 20 and 30? So yes, the mod is lying in the model class. Okay, we can verify it from here. कुछ भी calculation mistake हो, final answer को match कर लो. If it's there in the model class, then we know कि हाँ, ठीक किए calculations. Okay everybody. चलिए जी, that is how we find the mod of the grouped data. Okay, if it's clear, let's move forward then. Now mod helps us reveal the trends or the preferences in the data. How? Because it is the most frequent value. सबसे ज़्यादा choice क्या है? If we know, then that is the trend. Okay, and especially useful for grouped or categorical data, right? Just like the class intervals we saw here. Comparing mod with mean and median helps us understand the distribution and skewness of the data set. Okay, in senior classes you will be learning about the skewness of the data, right? क्या होता है ये? That we do by the comparison of the central tendencies, the measures of central tendencies, that is the mean, the median and the mode. Okay, now let's get to the questions everybody. चलिए, find the mod of the following distribution. So what do we have here? The class intervals and the frequencies. यहाँ पे हमें और कॉलम ऐड करने की जरूरत नहीं है बिकॉज मॉड के लिए व्हाट इज द फॉर्मूला एवरीबॉडी? L plus F1 minus F0 upon 2 times F1 minus F0 minus F2 into H. Right? बस आइडेंटिफाई करनी है हमें वैल्यूज. So let's do that. First of all, we'll look for the maximum frequency here. 5, 8, 15, 20, 12, 5. This is the maximum. So this becomes the model class. Okay. चलिए, let's plug in all the values here. The lower limit of the model class 30 plus लास्ट में class size है 10 minus 0, 10, 20 minus 10, 10, 30 minus 20, 10 and so on. For model class as well, right? 10. F1 is the frequency of the model class, that is 20. So here 2 times 20 minus the frequency of the class preceding the model class 15. The F2 is frequency of the class succeeding the model class. Okay, so let me just write here F0. This is F1, this is F2. Okay, so minus 12 here. Then everybody, we have plugged everything here. Let's simplify this. Let's do the calculations and we'll have our answer. So let's get started. 30 plus 5 upon 40 minus 27 into 10. Okay, so this becomes 30 plus 5 upon 13. So, or we can say 50 upon 13, right? Uh, 13 point something will be the value, so 33 point कुछ आएगा, right? That means value तो यहाँ lie करेगी. So let's verify what the value is. Okay, so this will be 33.846, right? यहाँ तक हम पहुँच गए थे. You can just do the calculation. 33.846, or we can round it off to 33.85, and we can see it is lying in the model class. So yes, that is the correct answer there. Next one, everyone. Find the mod of the following distribution. Again, what is the first step? To identify the model class. We look for the maximum frequency, 3, 7, 12, 15, 8, 5, maximum. So this is the model class. Chaliye, formula mod. That is given by L plus. What do we have here? f1 minus f0 upon 2 times f1 minus f0 minus f2 into h. Let's plug in all the values. Lower limit है 35 L plus, let's put all these values here, f0, f1, f2. Okay, so we have f0 as 15 minus f1 as 15, f0 12, 15 into 2 30, minus 12 minus 8 into class size. 15 minus 5 10, 25 minus 15 10, 45 minus 35 10. Check everywhere, it is the same 10. Right, h is 10. Now let's do the calculations. 35 plus 15 minus 12, 3 upon 10 minus 20, that is 10, 10. This gets cancelled out, 35 plus 3, 38, right? So we have got the mod as 38 and yes, it is lying in the model class. 35 to 45, wahi 38 lie karega. Let's verify the answer. Yes, that is 38. Okay, calculation is the same. So yeah, 38 is the mod and that is the right answer. Next question, everyone. Find the mod of the following distribution again, okay. Class intervals हैं 0 to 20, 20 to 40 and so on. Frequencies are there, okay. First step is, yes everybody, in the comments quickly, to identify the maximum frequency. Where do we see it? 4, 6, 10, 20, 15. Here, this is the maximum value. Corresponding class 60 to 80. So that is the model class. Identification done. Formula पे आते हैं. Mod is equal to L plus f1 minus f0 upon 2 times f1 minus f0 minus f2 into h. इसकी frequency f1, f0, f2. Class size 20 minus 0, 20, 40 minus 20, 20, 100 minus 80, 20, right? So h is what? Class width or class size 20. Chaliye ji, let's plug in all the values here. Lower limit 60 plus f1 minus f0, 20 minus 10 upon 2 times f1, 40 minus 10 minus 15 into 20. Let's do the calculations. Right. $60 plus 40 over 3. Okay, just do the calculations and verify the answer, everybody. That will be 60 plus 13.33, which is 73.33. क्या ये मॉडल क्लास में lie करता है 60 to 80 के बीच? 73.33, the value that we have got? Absolutely. That is the mod of the data, which is the right answer. Okay, next one. Find the mod of the marks scored by student in exam given the grouped data below. Let's see then. Class intervals हैं 0 to 20, 20 to 40 and so on. Okay. Yeah, that is the same value that we just did, isn't it? Okay, thoda difference hai. So let's just see. Again, we have to identify the maximum frequency here, which is 20. Corresponding to that, the class given is the model class. Okay, let's plug in the values in the formula. So, mod is equal to L plus f1 minus f0 upon 2 times f1 minus f0 minus f2 into h. Right, lower limit 60 plus f1 minus f0, 20 minus 12, 2 times 20, 40 minus 12 minus 10 into the class size, that is 20. Okay, just the same, just like all the examples we did. So now this calculation is your task, everybody. Quickly do that and tell me the answer. Yes? Done? You can just pause the video, do it and then verify the answer. So what's the answer we have got here, everybody? 64.44, and that value is lying between 60 to 80. That means the answer is correct. Mod is lying in the model class. Okay, next one. Okay, that was all. Let's quickly summarize what we learned here in mod. Mod is the value we know that occurs most often, जिसकी frequency क्या है, maximum. So for a grouped data, we'll look for the model class. That is the class for which the frequency is maximum. ठीक है. Model class मिल गई तो put into the formula all the values there, L, F1, F0, F2, H, and we have the mod. You all remember the formula till now? Okay then. Now the mod of the group data is estimated using the model class boundary, its frequency and the frequencies of the classes before and after. ये सब use किया है हमने formula में, right everyone? It helps to identify the most common, or we can say most typical value there in the data set, right? Real life data, we can take examples of salaries, product size or test scores there. And it is useful for spotting the trends, making decisions based on the maturity, preferences or behavior. For example, let's say class में most of the students they have the favorite chapter as statistics. So क्या करेंगे? We can put more quizzes of that chapter or we can have more videos of that chapter. So that was all for today everybody. Tell me in the video, in the comments there, that what is your favorite chapter. Okay, I will bring important and repeated questions there for that topic. Thank you everyone. Stay connected and I'll wait for your comments.